Good morning, students. Myself, Merunisa Khan, has come up with a video of EVS 1 of lesson number 12, Home Remedies for Simple Illnesses, Part 1. Now, what are home remedies? A medicine made with ingredients available at home, that is called home remedies, which is used for simple illness. Before we could begin this lesson, students, let's revise a previous knowledge, what we have learned in a previous lesson. Lesson number 11, look inside your body. The numerous important functions that go inside our body are carried out by different organs. These organs are inside our body. They cannot be seen from outside. They are called internal organs. The body is a structure in such a way that internal organs remain safe within the cavity inside the head and the torso. Lungs are the organs through which we breathe in. It's supplied to the whole body. The right lung is little bigger than the left lung. Students, can you see the internal organs, how it is situated? The heart and the lungs are held safely in the rib cage in the thoracic cavity. Now, this is the rib cage where our organs are safe inside, that is lung and our heart. It is made out of bone. This is a cage which is called a rib cage. Student, this is the most important part, internal part of our body, the most important organ, that is our brain. It controls all that we do. It is the brain that we become aware of emotions such as anger, joy, sorrow, etc. The meaning of the information collected by sensory organ is also understood in the brain. Student, this is the heart that keeps the blood flowing through the blood vessels spread throughout the body. The heart is continuously contracting and relaxing. The contractions of the body push the blood from heart into the blood vessel. The heart becomes smaller, that is, heart contracts. When it becomes smaller, that means it is the position of contracts. And the heart, when it returns to its original size, that means that heart is in relaxing mode. So this process is a continuous process, that is, it contracts and it relaxes, which helps to flow the blood throughout our body. Student, now let's begin lesson number 12, home remedies for simple illnesses in detail. Page number 76 of your textbook of EVS 1. Can you tell? Observe the pictures given below and answer the following questions. Now here there is a first image where a boy his hand is in a plaster. It is fractured. Now why this boy's arm in a plaster could we have put his arm in the plaster at home? Can we put a plaster at home, students? No, we cannot. Of course, we have to visit to a hospital, visit a doctor to put this plaster. And why plaster is put? When our internal bones have a damage, we put plaster to heal them, to fix it up. So therefore, the plaster is put. And for this process, we have to visit to a doctor. Now here the second image is a girl sitting in front of doctor and doctor is examining her. Now can you see the cheeks of the girl is become red? Maybe she is having a high fever, cough and cold which cannot be cured at home with simple remedies. Therefore she is brought to a doctor. Moving ahead with illnesses. When we are well, we feel hungry at the right time. Of course, when we are good and healthy, we feel hungry within 2 hours and we continuously eat something. We sleep well at night. Yes, we sleep, of course, we sleep at night well. We have no complaints about our digestion. We eat well, we eat into proper intervals, and our diet is also perfect. So we have no complaints about our digestion. And most importantly, we feel refreshed on getting up in the morning. We do not feel tired even if we have been at work. When we are fit and fine, we eat properly, we sleep properly in the night, and we wake up with refreshed mood in the morning. Even if we work, we are working for a longer time. This is what when we are fit and fine. But sometimes, for some reason, we fall ill. Let's see how we fall ill sometimes with some example. Shaku had a slightly sore throat. Still, she had some ice cream. The next day, her throat hurt and she found it difficult to swallow. Now, here's a girl named Shaku who had a slight throat, means her throat was little bit paining, slight pain in the throat. Still, the next day she had an ice cream and it started paining. She had found difficult to swallow anything. So let's find out what happened next. Mother made her gargle with warm salt water before and after school for 2 days. On the third day, Shaku's throat had stopped hurting. This was a simple illness, and she soon felt better again. This is a home remedy, students. When you have a sore throat, or when you feel a pain in the throat or something, difficulty in swallowing anything, your mother will advise you to have a salt warm water and gargle it at least 2 to 3 times in a day, and you have to take a sip of water, reason it nicely in your mouth, and then spit it out. That is a process that you do it at least for 2 to 3 times, and you feel better after 2 days. This is the simple home remedies that we usually do for our throat pain. Moving ahead, a fortnight later, Shaku's thigh fell ill. She was running a temperature. Her eyes had become yellow. She did not feel like eating anything. Mother took her to the doctor. The doctor said that thigh had jaundice. Now here, after the fourth night, Shaku's thigh, means the elder sister, was not feeling well. She was running with a temperature, means she had a fever, and her eyes had also become yellow, and she didn't feel like eating her meal. So mother took her to the hospital, where doctor has told that she has a jaundice. Now jaundice is a disease that you cannot be taking some home remedies, some simple home remedies that is available at home, and you can be cured. Of course, you have to visit a hospital, meet a doctor for better treatment. The doctor advised her to take complete rest for 3 weeks. She also told her to eat as little as possible of things which contain oil, ghee or butter. This was not an illness that could be cured at easily. When Shaku's thigh, her elder sister, when she visited doctor had advised to take a complete rest for 3 weeks, because it was jaundice. It was not just a simple cold and cough. It was jaundice. So she had advised to take a 3 weeks rest. And then she was also advised to take a diet which is soft and which doesn't contain a lot of oil and ghee or butter, which is not good for her health. And this was not a disease that she could be easily cured. She, of course, has to take a proper care of it. Moving ahead, what is right or wrong? Page number 77 of your textbook. Let's see another example. Shripati and his younger sister Tara were working in the field. A snake bit Shripad. After biting Shripati, the snake wriggled away. Neither of them got a proper look at the snake. But knowing that it was a snake that had bitten him, Shripati was very frightened. He shouted loudly for help. People came running. Now Shripati has bitten with a snake, and after biting him, the snake has wriggled away, means it left from there. So nobody was able to look at how the snake was. So he was frightened, Shripati was frightened, and he started screaming for help. Now let's see what the villagers had done with him. Tara was saying that Shripati should be taken to Taluka place at once, the government hospital. They would have an anti-snake bite injection to give Shripati. But no one paid any attention to her. Yes, in the village, in the olden days, people used to not listen that they have to go to a hospital, visit a government hospital. They used to think of taking some home remedies or something, some thing which is available at home, and drink some juice of it, like neem plant juice or some other, for a cure of the poison. People quickly got the bullock cart ready, and putting Shripati in it, took him to the village temple. They called the village mantrik. He laid Shripati on a bed of neem leaves and began to chant mantras against the action of the snake's poison. Now students, what do you think? Is this right thing, that in spite of taking Shripati to a government hospital, what his sister has suggested, the villagers have taken him to a mantrik who can chant mantras on him? Is it possible to remove a poison from that? It is not possible. What do you think? Do the mantras act against the snake's poison? No, of course not. They do not act anything against the poison. He was supposed to give in a anti-snake injection. Was it right or wrong to bring Shripati to a village mantrik? It was wrong, very, very wrong. If suppose something would have happened, wasting the time to coming to mantrik, and on the way something would have happened, it's better they would have taken to Shripati to a hospital. Would you have taken Shripati to the mantrik or to the government hospital? What would you have done? Basically, of course, now whatever happened, people rush to a hospital. They do not go to a mantrik to chant mantras. Soon Shripati felt better, but was that because of the mantras acted against the snake poison, or was the snake non-poisonous? And the mantrik got the credit even when he did not deserve it. Now here, soon when he went to a mantrik and the mantrik chanted some mantras on his body, making him sleep on the neem leaves, which then he soon felt better. Shripati felt better. Was it because of the mantras that he chanted, or was the snake was non-poisonous? Of course, the snake was non-poisonous, because if the snake would have been poisonous, he would have been collapsed and something more dangerous would have happened. He could have also lost his life. But since all this happened and people have their belief on these mantras and mantriks, so it happened in either. Students, I hope that you have understood the explanation and liked the video. In another video, we will continue with this lesson of part 2. For further notification, I kindly request you to subscribe the channel. Thank you.